All right. We are looking at a series. Now, coming out of game two, I can be forgiven for saying, well, the Capitals are up 2 games to nothing. Looks like they're good to go to the second round. It's going to be Washington and the Islanders. Not so fast. This win for Carolina tonight is big. And yet they're really suffering a lot of injuries along the way, aren't they? Now, it's 17 seconds into the game tonight when Warren Foegele gets a goal from Slavin and Williams. So Fogel's having an amazing playoff. He may not be very popular with Capitals fans right now. And there's other the hits in these games seem to be kind of between the hits and of course the fight in Svechnikov. Towards the end of this period, Jordan Martinook is hurt. So we can add him to the list with Svechnikov and Furland, who didn't play in this game either. And Svechnikov had a full cage on at practice today, and A didn't play tonight, and B, they don't know if he's going to come back during this series or not. So concussion symptoms and some concern if he's wearing a full cage. I'm thinking maybe a jaw problem as well, right? And so with all of that in the background, they're still up 1-0 after one, right? All's well. Second period, who gets the power play goal? Public enemy number one with Carolina fans right now, Alex Ovechkin. Assists going to Orlov and Eller. So the bad guy gets the goal. The Capitals are tied, but not for long. Teuvo Teravainen scores. Niederreiter gets on the board. That's his first point of the playoffs. Sebastian Aho with an assist as well. Makes it 2-1 for these guys. Carolina, this is actually the original, their first jersey. And it's funny, I've been seeing a lot online with the channel blowing up. People going, oh, look what jersey he's wearing. I was on a bandwagon. Yeah, welcome. I have a lot of jerseys. I'm working on a countdown right now of my jerseys, and I'm up to the end of New Jersey. And right now I'm up to a count of 173. So I've still got the Islanders through Winnipeg to go. All right. So with a 2-1 for them after two, third period, there's no scoring, but Foegele probably not going to be on a Christmas card list for any of the Capitals after he hits Oshie. It ended up being a penalty on the play. Oshie left. It looked like it was a shoulder problem. So we'll see whether or not TJ Oshie's back in the next game. We'll see how many injuries these guys cause on one another. A very physical series. And Ovi was kind of hot after that, but, they got the power play and they didn't score on it. Washington outshot them the whole way through. 9-8 in that first, 14-9 in the second, and 9-7 in the third. But Carolina, they don't lose their cool, and Mrazek has become quite the story in the playoffs. So Holtby, 22 saves on 24 shots, and Mrazek, probably to the chagrin of Don Cherry, 31 saves on 32 shots for him, and I say that because McElhinney's his guy. And I like McElhinney as well, and he's been a great story this year, but Mrazek really was the better goaltender down the stretch and going into the playoffs. So I understand why he's been the goaltender of record for 4 games so far. And they're going back to the Capitals with the series tied at 2. Big game. And a result that is going to make Carolina fans happy. So we are guaranteed that this series will go 6. I have a funny feeling it's going to end up going 7. I could see Washington holding serve at home, Carolina holding serve at home as well, and then we go to Game 7 in Washington, which would be kind of sort of fantastic. So there you go. Carolina gets a win. They lose another forward. Means guys like Manalainen are going to end up being in there a lot more, and we'll probably end up seeing some more of their kids. This is where organizational depth comes in, and honestly, if your team is going to win a Stanley Cup, it is a requirement. So there you go. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below regarding this game, where we're currently at. Does Carolina keep the engine rolling in Washington, or can the Capitals turn this back? That's the question I have. And again, defending Stanley Cup champions. Imagine if the Caps are out too. Like, we'd have Carolina and the Islanders in the second round, potentially maybe Toronto and Columbus. Like, just brackets just don't, there's no meaning anymore. I was asked in the comment section about whether or not I thought Columbus had a shot against whoever wins out of the Toronto and Boston series. And my answer to that comment, and my answer in general, is the regular season this year means absolutely nothing. These playoff series are proving the regular season doesn't mean anything at all. these 7-game matchups have been really hard to predict. So we'll see how things go. We'll see how much more unpredictable things get in this series. But we've got a Winnipeg game coming up, and then we've got a Vegas game coming up, and we'll see whether Winnipeg can hold serve at home, and if Vegas can put the end to San Jose later on, or if San Jose can fight their way back. I love these playoffs. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. As always, don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through. You just happened upon this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll talk to you again soon.